Hey there, hope everybody's having a good week. I wanted to take just a few minutes and share some thoughts with you about complaining. There's things that we all find irritating, right? Maybe some of you don't like long lines, cold weather, hot weather, rainy days. There may even be some people out there that don't like sunny days. Who knows? High prices. Maybe you don't like politicians. Maybe even people who can't drive well. There's lots of things, right, that we can all complain about. There's lots of things that irritate us from time to time. In the book of Exodus, shortly after they were delivered out of Egypt, the Israelites, they began to murmur, and they did so a lot. And I want you to think about this with me for just a minute here. In Exodus chapter 15, a few days after they crossed the Red Sea, they came to Marah and found that the water in this place was bitter. It says in verse 24, so the people grumbled at Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" Well, verse 25 says that God showed Moses a tree which he was to throw into the water and it would make it sweet. In Exodus chapter 16, verse 2, it says the whole congregation of the sons of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. Well, this time they were upset about food. In verse 4, God tells them that he would rain manna from heaven for you. In Exodus chapter 17, well, they get thirsty again. Why have you brought us up from Egypt to kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst? Well, this whole thing, it continues on into Numbers. The people, they grumble about food, they grumble about water, they grumble about what kind of food they had. You know, they get tired of the manna and they start wanting meat. They grumble about the leadership of Moses and Aaron. And they grumble so much that in Numbers chapter 14, God threatens to destroy them. And he tells Moses that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start over with you, and I'm going to build a whole new nation starting with you. Well, in Matthew chapter 18, Jesus says that we should become like children, right? And I don't think that he meant in that instance that we should act like children. And that's what they were doing, right? Think about it. Are we there yet? I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I don't like the way this tastes. I don't like that guy. I'm thirsty. See, God, here he's taking care of all of their needs. He's making sure that they have everything that they need, that all of their needs are met. Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 4 says that even their clothes didn't wear out. And here they had food, they had everything. Everything that they needed was being met. Yet it still wasn't good enough. How often do we stop to think about the blessings that we've received? Truly, how often do we stop and think about those things? You know, a couple of times Moses, he pointed out to these people that, hey, you're grumbling against us, or you think that you're grumbling against us, meaning him and Aaron. But he told them that actually what you're doing, you're complaining against God. Do we ever look at it that way? That maybe we're not complaining so much about the weather. Maybe we're not complaining so much about long lines, politicians, or anything that may draw our ire, right? Maybe we're not complaining about that so much as we are complaining against God, because we're not recognizing the blessings that he's given us. I want you all to do me a favor today. Look at everything that God has done for you, and then look at all of the complaints you have and see which stands the tallest. See which one's bigger. Hey, hope you all have a good week. Take care.